Hello, everyone. Um, I wanted to, before I get started, I wanted to send a special prayer and to Sonia Massey's family because that was a tragic, horrible thing that happened to her, and I really do hope she gets justice. And my prayers and condolences go out to the family. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about faith. So having faith, very important. Whatever you believe in, pretty much, because I'm not trying to force my views off on anyone by far, at no means. I'm still a work in progress. So, but faith is very important to have something to believe in. These are the things that are unseen to believe in. So now that I'm in my healing journey and, walking with the Lord, and I pretty much, it's like the blinders have been taken off and that I can see things a lot more clear now. And it's crazy because I was able to see things before, but now it's like, it was like a clogged drain pipe. Like it was seeping out, but it wasn't like pouring out like it is now. So I would say have faith into whatever you believe in, have that faith. Now, this is why I say stepping out on faith, because if it wasn't for me just stepping out on faith, then I wouldn't even be right here, right now. So back in 2006, I talked about this before. I moved from upstate New York, that's where I'm originally from, to Charlotte, North Carolina with my babies. But I talked about it for an entire year before I actually left. So people got tired of me talking about it, like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm getting out of here. I can't stand in here. I'm leaving. I felt like I was living in a shoebox. So I walked out in faith. I did have money at the time, but I walked out in faith, and because I can kind of see the writing on the wall a little bit. So when you walk into your true purpose, you're in God and in Jesus, then you're able to see all the writing on the wall. It's something similar to the Matrix. So that's why I say the Matrix. So you know how Neo, he was running and running and running. I felt like that, running and running and running. But then that last time, on that first one, he's like, stop. And he turned around and then he can see all the writing on the wall. That's how it feels to walk with the Lord. You actually can see what the enemy is throwing at you and you react different. So I was used to be screaming, mean and mad and all that, but I don't do that anymore because I know the tricks of the devil and he tried to throw you off your game. Don't get me wrong. You'll still get some type of blessing. It's just not your full blessing that you should be getting. You're not living up to your full potential. You're not getting everything that you could be getting if you were doing getting the entire package. So stepping out in faith, I came to North Carolina, stayed down there for 5 years in Charlotte, and then my kids were constantly going back and forth up north and during the summers. As they were going up there visiting, and I would drop them off because I didn't have a babysitter. I didn't want to leave them in the house by themselves the entire summer. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you home, or at least I thought home. And, at least you'll have somebody there. You'll have people there, whatever, to help out. But looking back on it, that was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have been taking my kids up there. When I left, I should have been gone. You never look in the rear view mirror. You only look in the windshield. Keep on going. So it was kind of my own fault, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. And so I was down here in North Carolina for 5 years without any of the family at all. So I did run into some tech people that were similar to the people that I've known from at home. Wrong, bad. Anytime you start hanging out with people that remind you of other people, run. Because if these are the people that you don't hang out with anyway, the players are the same. They are the same type of people that you removed yourself from the first time. So why would you go take yourself back over there again to another type of person, just like the people that you left? No, you don't want that. You don't want that in your life at all. You want to keep on going. Keep on going. The Lord has something better for you. I found people, I was in a relationship after relationship, not that many, but at least 2 long-term relationships. Yeah, they were giving me what I thought that I needed at the time, helping me with my kids, helping me with bills, things like that. But it wasn't to the full capacity of what it could have been like. Hello, are you guys over here on TikTok? So it's not the full capacity of what I could have been doing. Hi, Rashida. But the thing about it is, when you are walking with the Lord and you see what you could be doing, you need to go do that. Don't let nobody talk you off your game. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you could, I don't know if that's something that you should be doing, or, that's not for you. It's not a conference call. It's your call. So you have to be the CEO of your life. You hire and fire at will. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. As soon as they start throwing up them flags, go, run for the border, because why do you want to hang out with those type of people? What you want those people in your life for? You shouldn't. You don't. Keep on going. Don't be around still people. Still. They're always talking about what they're going to do. It's like running on the treadmill. Running now. They're telling you, oh yeah, they're so motivated. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's like going on that trip. You know they ain't going on no trip. You know they ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Stop lying to yourself at this point. I wore my triangle earrings, my squares, because I try to keep the squares out of my circle. Because I ran into somebody recently here, and they were like the same people that I left in Charlotte, same people that I left in New York. But I am still like, okay, thinking I needed somebody. No, I'm not doing silent cutoffs. My cutoffs is loud. So if you come over here, you might get your head knocked off. And I'm still a work in progress. I don't mean fighting, but I'd be like, you might get your feelings hurt. Because I'll say, in a nice way, but I'm moving forward in a different direction. I saw somebody that recently yesterday, and it was like, oh, and I said it in a nice way, just like that. And I said, I'm going to pray for you. Do you know that this crazy person said, oh, pray for yourself? Oh, I pray for myself all day, every day. That's why I'm here, still on prayers. But from what you told me, you need prayer too. Stop. Don't act like you don't need no prayer. You need a lot more, because you still in that still season, still this, still that. Don't be still with these people. You go on. You go catch what you need to go catch. Go get your blessing. Unclog that drain, because that's what it is. It's a clogged up drain. And then as soon as you unclog the drain, all your blessings start falling out. You be trying to pray. Lord, why this ain't happening? Why this ain't happening? Because you got your drain is clogged. Your drain is clogged. Because you got all these still people over here, still doing the same mess, still this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You ain't doing nothing. Unless you just motivated like I was. I was running towards the finish line. I was like, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm taking my babies. I can see the writing on the wall. Even then, that's why I call myself a visionary, because I can see it before it happened. And that's a wonderful thing. I love my God for that, for always giving me some discernment. I didn't even know it was that. That's the thing. I didn't even know I had discernment at all. I didn't know. So, like I said, it was cloudy because I was still doing mess, and I was doing drinking and acting crazy. But the thing about it is I still was getting it. He was blessing me through the mess. That's how I knew I'm chosen. Because at the end of the day, if I can come back and say, okay, this is what happened. This is what my testimony. I got to tell it to someone, because I'm helping someone. And he told me that I was. I'm helping even the silent prayers. But why you got to have your thing silent? Why everything got to be so silent? I understand that you don't want people to be stealing something or taking something, but your testimony is just that. They can't take it away. So give it out. Tell people, how the Lord has blessed you. Tell them how he's moved in your life, because this is helping someone. I'm only here on God's grace and prayers. 2 times survive. Come on now. 2 times survive. Also, dealing with pain, and that's not any type of pain. I'm not talking about trauma. I'm talking about family trauma. I'm talking about mother-father trauma. I'm talking about physical trauma as far as health and things. I'm talking about any type of pain, relationship trauma, any type of pain. The healing, the pain is not your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. The healing, you have to heal. If not for yourself, for your family, for your children, for your grandkids. Do better. You don't want them to be emulating what you're doing, especially if you know that you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like all the whole time I knew I was doing something wrong. And then especially if you got to be embarrassed by it. If you're embarrassed by what you do, you shouldn't be doing it. Don't do it. Do better. Do better for yourself. Do better for someone else, anyone else. Because at the end of the day, You should the only care that you should have is if you're going to be getting in those pearly gates. That's the only care you should have. These people, this ain't nothing but just still, this is just the matrix. We living in it. We have to do what we do. But at the end of the day, we got to let our lives be comfortable here. And we got to make sure that we're giving out that testimony so that those gates will open. If it's for you, it's for you. So nobody can take it away. Even though they'll act like they can, it'll be all this kind of divide, conquer, this division. No, let's look at the bigger picture here. Look at the big picture, because it's not out here, it's in here. That's what the Lord looking at. That's all he care about. So I wrote down some things. I wanted to make sure I touched on some points. You can't make anybody grow. Like, if they don't want to do it, don't try to force them. Leave them where they at. Those are the still people. Let's keep on going. Keep going. Because as long as you get what you need, that's all that really matters. And then some people love you as long as you're not doing better than them. Let me say that again. Some people love you. Like, when you over there being still, oh, they love that. Oh, they ain't going nowhere. Oh, they good. Oh, let's go over here and hang out with them. They ain't doing nothing. I'm doing better than them. Look how better I am. No, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. As soon as they start doing better, you're like, oh, I don't want to fool that person no more. What the devil? Come on, let's do better. Because love everyone. At the end of the day, until they give you a reason to keep on moving on. That's it. That's it. And then I can't stand it when all your enemies, or not necessarily enemies, but people that don't like you, they gang up together and then make sure other people don't like you too. Come on now. Why? And then what you don't like somebody for? Why? Especially out here. Is that you don't like somebody because of the way they look? I'm gonna need y'all, everybody to turn their mirror around, turn their cameras around, and look at yourself. Because if you're perfect, hey, you should be up there with God. Dude. If you're perfect, you don't need to be out here with us. Too funny. Let's just do better as people, as humans. And then we just want to keep praying for one another. That's the most important thing. That's the best gift that you can give, prayer. Because prayer does change things. Prayer changes people, places, and things. I'm telling you, I would not be here without prayer. I came back down here when I went back up there. I was stuck up there for 3 years because I got sick, which is good because at least I found out that I was sick with cancer, the first diagnosis, and then I was stuck up there. I was so sick. It was a bad situation, but the Lord turned it around in a better, positive situation for me because, 3 years later, I did better. I got healthier. And I was able to bring my kids back down here. Well, my youngest daughter, she was like 16 at the time, kicking and screaming now. Kicking and screaming. But she came. She didn't have a choice. I'm not leaving you here. So brought her back down. We went to Concord, North Carolina. Concord, North Carolina. It's very nice over there. I love Concord. But she was very upset with me. But she excelled. She excelled in her academics. She did so well. So make sure that you're paying attention to your children. Make sure that, if they don't speak, that's a problem. It's not that they're quiet. Something that probably happened. Either it's trauma. That's what happened to me. I was trauma, didn't speak for years, and I'm not quiet. So some things happen. Anyway, but make sure that you listen to your kids. I learn from my kids even right now. My youngest daughter, she is so wise before her time. My oldest daughter, she is our nurturer. So everybody has a place in your heart. Everyone. You can learn from anyone, really. But also, I wanted to say, go back to when I lived in Concord. Okay, so my car broke down. I came down here with the clothes in my car the second time. The clothes in my car, $1,500. That's all I had to the world. So I moved into my apartment. It was nice, everything, but I didn't have nothing. I have nothing. I was broke. So I bought an air mattress and we was thugging it out. I would look for a job every day. If you want a job, you can get a job. And I don't care where you live at. If you want one, you'll get one. Because I lived in Concord. My daughter went to school at like 7 or 8 a.m. And then I filled out applications, did laundry, and cooked dinner, and did applications all day. I filled out between 50 to 100 applications a day. Drive. Because guess what? I ain't never been a still person. I'm going to always go get it. I don't play like that. But I say all that because I went to the dealership. My car broke down. I went to the dealer. I didn't have no money to fix it. They said the transmission had went again. I had already replaced it one time in New York, but it broke down again. came down here. All right, fine. So I went to the dealership with no money now, nothing. And then I just got here, just got to North Carolina. I ain't got no residency, nothing. I still got a New York license. No money, bad credit, because my credit was in the hole from being in all the medical bills that I had from New York, from being on chemo and all that stuff. So chemo is expensive, if anybody didn't know. But, so I went to the dealership. I stayed there all day. And then at like 7 p.m. they came and they was like, all right, we're going to give you a car. I said, oh my God, you going to give me a car? Oh my goodness. I was so happy to get anything. So, I mean, it wasn't the best car, but it was a brand new Nissan 2016 Nissan Versa, which the car is still with us to this day. My daughter and my oldest daughter, she got it now. But that was my blessing. He's, like I said, he still bless you through the mess now because he knows this. He know this. Even if he don't know nothing else, he know this. So I was still praying. I was still, oh, Lord, please help me and help my baby and all this other stuff. He kept us in Concord. And then he always did. Not just Concord, but always. But that was the faith. That was the blessing through the mess. So I'm just so excited to even be able to share my testimony about that. Also, if in a relationship, I was in some relationships, and I'm going to be wrapping this thing up too. But I was in a relationship where it wasn't really equally yoked at all. At all. We was toxic. We were arguing. But this is what I do know. Like I said, that running water faucet with the blessings. So every time we break up, I do better. Me, as a person, as everything, like that drain got unclogged again. Wow. So yes, don't allow a man or woman, if you know that it's a bad situation, if you know that they're toxic, and then how you know that they're toxic, if y'all arguing if you're at each other every day, it ain't gonna be no division. It ain't gonna be no tainted water if it was of God. It ain't gonna be nothing tainted in there. We never went to church together. I went to church, but we never went together. We never went to church together. I never even heard this man pray. Never. So I'm like, and I was always praying for him. I was always praying for everybody in my household, but it was tainted because a family that prays together stays together. If you ain't praying together, then something ain't right with that. You need to go to church. If you're not saying, you know, babe, I want to go to church with you. I ain't saying go to church every day. I ain't saying be no Bible thumper, but he should be wanting to do the things that you want to do too. Not just whatever he wants to do. Shouldn't be staying at home. You need to go to church. If I'm going to church, I want you to come with me. But you want to go with me to the bar, to the club? Come on now. Do better. And then think about it like this. If you got an old bucket, not a bucket. If you got an old, what is an older car? I don't know, a little Toyota or something or other, 1990 something Toyota. If you got that sitting in your one parking spot, do you think a Benz that's circling the block, where they gonna park at? They don't got nowhere to park because you got the bucket sitting in your parking spot. So they're gonna keep on riding until they find another parking spot. If you want better, you gotta get that damn bucket out your parking spot so you can go get the Benz or whatever, the nice car that you like. I like the one with the chauffeur these days, a Rolls Royce or something like that. But if you get the bucket out your parking spot, if y'all not praying together, if y'all not equally yoked, if y'all not having these conversations about where you're going in life outside of money, then you might not need to have a different conversation because you need to hire and fire quickly. Don't waste your time. I wasted so many years. Oh my God. My kid's father, I was with that person for 10 years. 10 years I wasted. Then I was with somebody else for 7 years. And then another person 7 or 8 years. What did I get out of that? Nothing but a whole bunch of lessons. A whole bunch of lessons. I know all the things that I don't want in a relationship. Okay? So my next one is going to be so much better because I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I don't want too. But I'm going in that direction. Everyone see my roses in the bag? Oh, that means some. Yeah. So hopefully everybody can get on their wave to where they're going in life because my blessings is falling down and I love it. Like I said, I'm in the matrix and I can see the entire picture. I can see people for who they are. My discernment is so strong. That's why I got to kind of stay kind of close because that enemy is, he will, I be up here doing tag team fighting, I'm boxing I'm over here. I'm in WWF. So please, all my prayer warriors, I ask for prayers for protection against these demons out here because they are strong and I'm still a baby in Christ. And if you guys have any prayers and any scriptures that I could read to learn from, please drop them. I love to listen to that. Anytime anybody got something they want to have a conversation or they want to just talk through some things, especially my breast cancer people. I have lots of great information about breast cancer. Anybody want to talk about insurance or any financial credit repair, please feel free to reach back out to me too. I'm thegiftoflife101@gmail.com or any of my social media channels, A Survivor's Life. Please go over there, like and share. I'm going to put it on YouTube. So please like and share. I would love for people to, comment positive things. I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to save at least one person. Let me hear one person that I helped out, please. I love that. But I'll be coming on here at least 3 days a week. I can't do it all the time because I'm busy. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. But I just want everybody to know that I love them and that I'm praying for them, and just stay positive, stay motivated. If you can read one scripture a day, because that's where, it starts with the one scripture a day in prayer. I pray all day. If you see me in my car, I might be talking, but I'm talking to myself. I'm having a prayer. I pray in the morning when my feet hit the floor. Before my feet hit the floor, I pray at work, especially at work. You want to pray at work, because those could be some big demons at work. Pray over your business. I pray over my business all the time. I pray over other people and their businesses and what they have going on, something positive. And just stay motivated, because it can be hard not to. So stay motivated, stay prayed up, and watch how things change if you decide to transition all the way fully over to the Lord. You'll see that matrix too, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I just want to be able to come on here, use my platform to talk about my journey and where I'm going. And I want to just be positive and help other people. That's all I really want to do, because that is my assignment. I'm on assignment to help. So please reach out if you need to. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. It is Thursday. Look, Thursday already. Jeez. Thursday evening. So I'll be back on Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. You can watch the recording over at my YouTube channel, A Survivor's Life. And then I don't think I'm on Instagram today, but you can always check me out on Instagram and Facebook, Kimberly Survivor Wyatt. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate you for tuning in.